Hello there, and welcome to another week of Weekly Psychic Insight. So we're doing this from the week of 10th of June through to the 16th of June, Sunday the 16th from Monday the 10th. Okay, so yeah, how I work is I call in my guides and I ask my guides and all of those in spirit who love me to please come close to give everybody out there exactly what they need for the upcoming week. Give them the healing that they require through this week, and for things that are happening with them at this moment, and to present the information in the best possible way for everybody to understand. So, okay, so yeah, just before I finish or get into it, I just wanted to let everybody know that I've got some big news coming up for the end of June. So yeah, just wanted to drop that out there and just to let everybody know to look forward to some cool stuff coming up at the end of June. Okay, if you just give me a sec, I'll just seal off, tune in, call my guides in, and we'll get straight into it. It's funny, it's like at the moment that there's still this kind of theme of clearing going on with a lot of people. And it's that thing of when you're in the water, and you want to stay afloat, what's the best way to stay afloat? And that's to keep calm and to keep relaxed and to just allow, to just be, to be in the moment. And it's really the same thing that's happening at this time, is that there's quite a lot of input, there's quite a lot of stuff going on with a lot of people. And, you know, the more you try to, you know, figure it out and go here and there and, you know, kind of get caught up with that emotion and that sort of stuff that's coming through and that sort of thing, you just kind of put yourself into a panic. When you put yourself into a panic, you're not able to see clearly, you're not able to see what you need to do and see what is going to be best for you at this time. And it's that thing that instinctively, when you're in a calm mood and when you're allowing yourself to be in that moment, that's when the stuff comes through that's like, right, I need to do this. This is what I need to do. You get really clear on things, both mentally, emotionally, and sort of physically, about the physical movements you want to do. Now, going into physicality, quite a lot of people out there, they haven't really been moving too much physically lately. And I feel like this is because, you know, a fair few of you out there have been hibernating. You've been kind of, you know, trying to work things out. So you've been staying inside a bit. You haven't really been moving too much. And they're saying that, hey, this is quite normal when this happens, when stuff comes up from the surface. A lot of the time, especially the sensitive people out there, and most of you are quite sensitive, you're going to hibernate and that sort of thing. But what happens when you hibernate and when you're working things out is energy within your body can get a little bit stagnant. And what a bit of movement does, and what I mean about movement is, you know, going for a walk every day if possible, just for 5-10 minutes. You know, trying to do some swimming or something like that if you're into swimming, just to get outside. Even doing, if you like more rigorous stuff, you know, like gym or running or something like that, you don't have to though. But the thing is, it's just about getting out there a little bit, and it doesn't even have to be every day. It can be, you know, two times a week. I'm getting told 3 times a week would actually be really good for you. And you can use that as a bit of a walking meditation as well. So they're reminding me about setting on your phone, wherever my phone is, about setting on your phone going, right, I'm going to go for a walk for 15 minutes. And in this walk, what I'm going to do is I'm going to remember to bring myself back to my breath when, you know, all this stuff comes up in my head. I'm going to look around me. You know, see what's around me, see if there's trees, there's cars, what's going on, is the sun out, is it night time, are there birds around, you know, what's happening at that time. And to and to go back to the sort of feeling, go back to centering yourself and that sort of thing. And that's quite easy. It's just about being in the moment. And what you could also do is, just as you're breathing, pulling energy or white light in your head, breathing it down into your stomach, and as you breathe out, breathing down your legs, that sort of thing. So using this as a bit of a meditation. So the other thing too is, when you set your timer on your phone, sorry, Brahma Bang Bang's just scratching my chair there. When you're putting a timer on your phone to do this walk for 10-15 minutes, say to yourself out aloud, I allow myself to relax. I allow myself to release any tension, stress, thoughts, or anything that's going on in my head. And then actually say, I instruct myself to release anything that is stopping me from feeling relaxed, calm and centered. And you might want to say this, another 1 or 2 times on your walk, or you can say it 3 times as you go to do it. Now, saying it out aloud is really important, because you are instructing your body. You're telling your body, okay, let's get rid of this stuff. Let's stop stressing or thinking about this stuff. Let's start moving on. Okay. So if you can do that, that's going to really just help get the energy flowing, get the energy moving, and that sort of thing. And it's going to allow this stuff that wants to come out of you, because you're trying to center at the moment, you're trying to balance and align yourself. It's just going to help move that stuff through. Okay, so we're going into the days of the week. Yep. Okay, so what's on for the start of the week? Alright, so this is really bottom end stuff. So this is really about grounding. It's about keeping your center and keeping your focus. So they're saying, think about one thing that you can do for the first, 2 to 3 days of the week. What's that thing going to be? Are you going to concentrate on, happiness? Are you going to concentrate on being focused? Are you going to concentrate on being clear? What's the one thing that you can do for yourself for that day? Don't try to do too many things. So as you're going through your day, as best you can, whatever that thing is, just bring yourself back every now and then, and or if you've got a choice, bring it back to that one thing that you chose to do. Is this going to help with me loving myself? Is it going to help with clarity or fun, enjoyment, that sort of thing? And it's really about centering yourself and that sort of thing as well. So that exercise about pulling a white light down into your body and then out your legs, that's actually really good for grounding. So even if you want to set your watch or your phone or whatever, and just set an alarm every 2 or 3 hours, and just do this for about 30 seconds. It's really going to help you clear and that sort of thing. So just pulling a bit of stuff out there around communication, actually. This is about letting go as well. So this is about, what are you not allowing yourself to let go of, and what are you not allowing yourself to clear? Now this could even be through you thinking about things, mind chatter, that sort of thing, or it's about people around you. So yeah, alright, we're getting on to the middle of the week. What's going on in the middle of the week? Alright, it's funny because we're actually moving up the body here. So this is about emotional resources, creativity, and it's about what else is it about? Emotional resources, creativity, and it's about receptiveness to self, and that sort of thing. So what are you creating for yourself for the week? How are you going to create what you want for the week? That sort of thing. And they're saying that, every time you put yourself in a certain situation, in any situation, there's choices there. And through those choices, just say you have a choice of, you know, somebody needs your hand, needs some help, but you don't really want to do it, but you feel obliged to go and do it. Or you got the choice of going to enjoy yourself and have a coffee and that sort of thing. Now, if you force yourself to go and help this person because, you know, that's the way you do things, because that's the way things are always done, that's the kind of patterning or conditioning that's been going on with you, that sort of thing, or you think you might feel guilty if you don't do it, you're not really there anyway. So, for starters, you're not accepting what your own needs are. You're not allowing yourself to give back to yourself and that sort of thing. And you're not really doing it in a loving way. So it's that thing where sometimes saying no is okay. And I'm hearing, you know, for quite a lot of people out there, you know, you need to say no a little bit more. And you need to, you know, bring yourself back to that thing. Is this really what I want to do? Is this really going to, you know, inspire me and uplift me? Or is this something that's been a sort of pattern or condition, or this is what I've always done? Okay, so just have a think about that. It's clearing some of that stuff from you. Okay, okay, so the end of the week. What's on the end of the week? I just want to clean my hands then. Yeah. Just need to clean my hands of a bit of dirty energy there. Using my clearing spray. Okay, give me a second. So what's on the end of the week? Okay, what's on the end of the week? So this is about your higher things, they're telling me. So with those higher things, this is about connection to self. So how are you going to connect with yourself? How are you going to connect with other people in the way that you really want them to? That sort of thing. How are you going to allow yourself to have only the best in your life? How are you going to, you know, raise your vibration and that sort of thing too? Okay, they're telling me, you know, there's talk about people, there's a fair bit of talk about raising the vibration, this sort of thing. How do I do that? Well, you know, one way of doing it is through happiness and through having fun and enjoying yourself. You know, a lot of people out there, and I can feel you want to connect to spirit, you want to connect to your guides, you want to have good communication with your guides and that sort of thing. So you're trying to raise yourself up, but they're saying this is done in a bit of a process as well. If you don't have that bottom end, if you're not really grounded, you know, you can't bring the energy in to actually raise your vibration up. If you're not in the middle, like we were talking before, if you're not, you know, giving yourself what you need, if you're not allowing that creativity to come through, that sort of thing, if you're not flowing with it and centered with yourself, you're not going to be able to raise your vibration. So yeah, with raising your vibration, the best ways of doing this is about enjoyment, fun, happiness. It's about, you know, doing what is really good for you, allowing what is really good for you. And it's also about being of service to others, but it's about being of service when you truly want to be of service. It's not about doing it because you think you're going to get a payoff or that's what you should do. That's fear, okay? That's not actually really being of service. So this is that thing. And the other thing they're telling me is ask us. My guides just said, ask us. You know, how many of you have asked your guides, help me raise the vibration in here when I'm going to meditate. Help me raise the vibration of myself. You know, what do I need to do to clear this stuff? Can you take this stuff from me that I need clearing to raise my vibration? That sort of thing. And then they're saying follow the happy thoughts. Follow, you know, the things that uplift you and that sort of thing. All right, so I'm getting told we're coming up to the end. Okay, so I'll just check if there's anything else here that we need to chat about. Okay. Alright, they're saying just a bit of a sneak peek. This next half of the year is going to be different coming up. This first half of the year, there's still being a lot of clearing, a lot of stuff going on, setting the scene for what's going on. It's a bit like a roller coaster, you dip down before you go up. They're just saying we're just putting it out there. The next half of the year is going to, be more uplifted if you put in the groundwork, that is, in the first half of the year. Okay, I'll leave it at that. I just want to thank you all for coming to join me this week. And I love getting your comments. I love you sharing me around. I love getting your feedback. And I just want to give a big shout out there to there's a few people out there that always share my stuff around. There's a few people out there that always just say hi or thank you and that sort of thing. I'm not saying you have to do that. I just want to say thank you very much. Because when I receive that, in Monday morning or during the week, when I see those comments and I see that people have shared me around, it's really awesome. And when I say thank you, I really mean thank you. That's fantastic. It's absolutely beautiful. So thank you very much, everyone, for doing that. And thank you for joining me as well. Yeah. So, all right. Remember, for the next week, you're important, man. Do something really cool for yourself, okay? If you want a private session with me, all the links are below, so just check them out. Okay, beautiful. All right, have a great week, and I'll talk to you soon. Okay, bye-bye.